Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nashara. Why don't you stay for a bit? Let's get to know each other. Anyways, let me get to the point. Probably the reason you clicked on this video in the first place. Woo! Someone's crawling on me. It's definitely something on. Oh, I got it, y'all. It was a piece of hair. I'm glad I confirmed that because I was getting freaked out. Like I was saying, today I'm going to be talking about how I became my own boss at the age of 16. I know the title says 18, but I just put that because I didn't want nobody to think I'm 16. I'm 18 years old, but I started my business at 16. So technically, I kind of became my own boss at 16. You know what I'm saying? But anybody can become their own boss at any age. You're never too old to start working for yourself or whatever the case may be. But like I was saying, today we're just going to be talking about everything strictly business. I'm going to be giving you guys tips and tricks how to start up your own business. Basically everything you need to know. If this is something you are interested in doing with your life, then keep on watching because I'm going to put y'all on game. These are the things that no one else wants to tell you because you know how the girls love to gatekeep. Girl, it is literally enough money for every single one of us out here to eat. So I'm going to be letting y'all know the tea. So I have a little notes on my phone of everything I kind of want to touch on. If I didn't mention, I am going to also be doing my makeup just because I personally don't like sit down videos where people just talk because I kind of have an ADHD problem, an ADD problem. I can't just like sit there and listen to you talk. So I'm like, maybe I should just like kind of do my makeup at the same time to give, you know, a little bit of spice. It's probably not gonna come out good though because my eyebrows aren't done, and every time my eyebrows are not done, my makeup comes out horrendous, and I'm not even joking. So I did warn you here, just so you know. As you can see, I already have lashes on because I was out today, so it was no point in taking them off just to put them right back on. I'm like, I'll just do my makeup with my lashes on. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is start off with primer. I use the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I actually just started using this. I usually use the Maybelline Master Prime. I've heard good things about this primer though. I definitely forgot to moisturize. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that important. I'm not really going anywhere after this. It's kind of just for the video. So all right y'all, so the first tip I have for you guys if you want to start your own business is, one, know what you want to do and why. I feel like a lot of people base like kind of what they want to do with their lives off of other people and other people's success that they see doing it. So I just wanted to mention real quick to know what you genuinely want to do and not what you see other people doing and you see they might be successful at it. You know, you see everybody doing lashes, you see everybody doing hair, you see everybody doing nails, and you just like, oh, let me hop on this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of not genuine and you're not going to get too far if you actually don't want to learn how to do the craft and you're not actually interested in it. Does that make sense? I am not good at explaining. I definitely did not take that into consideration when I started filming this video. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is have a mind of your own. Think for yourself because like I said, I do see a lot of like people just kind of starting businesses just because I guess it's trendy nowadays, which I don't really think is trendy. Like I said, I just think a lot of people see that other people are being successful at it. Rocky, one thing we're not gonna do, you're not gonna disturb my video. He just wants some attention, right? I want to be in the video. I want to be in the video. Okay, bye. Start a business because you actually want to start a business. You want to be an entrepreneur and stuff. Just be in it for the right reasons. Don't just be in it for the money. For foundation, I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I do use two different foundations because one is too light and one is too dark, and I have them both in the shades 335 and 355. The next tip I have for y'all is to have a plan. When you first get the idea about starting your own business, do not just hop into it just because you want to hurry up and get your business out there. Because one thing about it, you're going to just be trying to rush things and you're not going to have your best foot forward, if that makes sense. So basically what I'm saying is have a decent, well thought, detailed plan. Set short-term goals for your business and long-term goals and give yourself a time frame to be accomplishing these goals. Don't just be going with the flow, especially with a business, because it's very easy to get lost in the sauce when you kind of just go with the flow. Take it from me. Like, really take your time when it comes to dropping your business. I think a lot of people kind of rush the process, which I think is just a terrible idea, because then it's kind of almost like you're putting like half of your effort when you could have took a little bit of more time and really thought it out more. So I'm gonna use my business for an example. When I first thought about starting my own business with nails, I obviously am like, okay, I'm gonna have to get nail supplies. I'm gonna have to get an Instagram. I'm gonna have to get a price list. I didn't automatically get a booking site, but basically you need to have a checklist, or kind of like just make a notes on your phone and write down everything you need to start up your business. It's a lot of things you have to consider. How much are you going to charge? How much are you going to start off charging? I mean, because you obviously, you know, when you first start a business, you probably won't be charging like the full amount that you would be charging, you know, in a couple months. If you're in like the beauty industry, like when you're servicing other people, you got to have a policies list, because people will try you. Y'all know what it's like when you go and book somebody for your hair, your makeup. You know what you see on their page. They have their prices and their policies and deposits set up. So you're gonna have to think about all that. If you want a booking site, you can go ahead and do that. I just personally didn't end up doing a booking site. I suggest making a checklist just so you can make sure you are fully prepared. And like I said, that you're not just rushing and you're just throwing, you know, anything out into the atmosphere. Alrighty, the next tip I have for y'all is to not procrastinate starting your business because of doubts or fear. I know for me, I was extremely nervous about like starting my business and putting it out there, only because I didn't realize how far my business was actually gonna go. Like I said, I was only 16, y'all, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So I kind of take my experience and I'm able to give really good advice to other people, because I like I said, I was young and I didn't really know much. So it's a lot of mistakes that I've done that I could definitely let y'all know not to do. But like I said, I was really nervous because I didn't feel like I was gonna get clients, and I just had a whole lot of overthinking going on, and that definitely stopped me from starting my business way earlier, because I started doing nails way before I said anything to anybody. I started doing nails about 6 months before I dropped my business. I didn't say nothing. I didn't post about it. I just came out of nowhere and I'm like, book me. And everybody's like, oh, you do nails? I'm like, I do. But don't let fear or overthinking or just the thought that you're not gonna have a successful business ruin the startup of your business. Everybody knows that there's risk when it comes to starting your own business. So you, as the entrepreneur, kind of just has to decide, is it worth it or not? But me personally, I feel like it is worth it, especially if your business ends up being successful. You never know the potential of your business or your craft. So don't let your inner thoughts get to you. And this kind of leads to my next point. Before you start to, like, you know, make the big moves, such as making an Instagram, making a booking site, you know, posting about it all day long on social media, like whatever you choose to do, make sure you perfect your craft first. Because one thing I hate seeing is like someone who just started doing, like, let's just say makeup, for example, but it's like you just started and basically you're not good. I think that you should just wait it out until you're confident in your work and then drop everything. Me personally, I give this advice to a lot of younger girls. Make your moves in silence, baby, because as a new entrepreneur and someone who's just starting out in their industry, it's very, very, very easy to get discouraged. This goes for hair, makeup, nails, whatever you're doing, lashes, all of that. This is all kind of in the beauty industry, and it's not even just the beauty industry. It's kind of having your own business, period. But me specifically, I can kind of only touch on the beauty industry because that's what I'm in. So I think that plays a big role in why people kind of doubt themselves a little bit. It's because, like, you're putting your work out there, but it's not top tier work. Does that make sense? Like, you're a beginner, and it's fine to be a beginner. We all start somewhere, but you're not going to be getting all these likes. You're not going to be getting reposted, like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have a lot of high expectations, but you're not going to get the attention you feel like you should have gotten, and it's only because you're a beginner. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are impatient as far as that. So I suggest you just wait until you really perfect your craft to, you know, make the big moves that I mentioned earlier. Y'all probably figured I was going to say this, and if you're already someone who's in the process of starting their own business, or maybe you even already have your own business and you're just waiting for it to kick off, you're probably tired of hearing this from people. But be patient, y'all. I cannot stress that enough. I really cannot. And this goes back to the very first tip I said. I think patience kind of gets strained. Like I said, I think a lot of people just compare themselves to other people. I've been doing nails for 2 years. 2 years. This jump did not happen overnight, and you're gonna have to realize that. And that's just a part of having your own business. You are going to have patience like a mother effer, okay? For concealer, I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Pure Beige. And I pair that with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Warm. Everybody has their different time of success, so try to just stay focused on yours and not everybody else's. Because all the energy you're putting into watching other people's success and being like, dang, I wish that was me, you can put it into your business and all will be fine and dandy. This is a tip I've been dying to talk about because a lot of people sleep on this tip, and this ties back to something else I said. I feel like all of my tips kind of tie into each other, if that makes sense. But this one is be optimistic about working for others. It's like I keep saying, it's very trendy nowadays, and basically you see everyone doing it, working for themselves, being their own boss, this, that, and the third. Do not get too caught up into that. Don't think that just because you don't have your own business or you're not an entrepreneur or you don't do nails, you don't do hair, you don't do this, that's your less than, baby. People with 9 to 5s, y'all are still the shit, okay? I don't know why. That's why I keep saying, I think a lot of it stems from social media and what everybody else sees going on. And it's just ugh, it sucks because baby, money is money, and how you get your money is your business. Because sometimes you do have to work for other people in order to work for yourself. So for example, say you want to start your own business in the future, please don't just quit your job and just put like your whole faith into like a business that you didn't even start yet. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your job is where the actual money is coming from, and what's going to end up probably happening is you're going to quit your job, your main source of income, you're going to start your business, and because you just started your business is not going to be, you know, providing a huge flow of income like you maybe would have thought it was. Because that's just how it starts off for everybody, y'all. You have to build clientele and stuff like that, or you have to build customers. So be smart about it. If you do have a job and you eventually want to quit because you just hate your job or whatever, and you want to work for yourself, keep your job and start your business on the side. And then when your business starts to run it up, and you're like, dang, I'm low-key making more for my business and my job, then drop your job. I think a lot of people don't really be thinking logically. I think people just be making moves and they not the smartest moves. I really cannot stress that enough. When you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to have your own business, you have to think logically and you have to think smart. You have to think about what is your best option, what's going to make you the most money. I mean, who wants to work for anybody? Because I sure know. I've actually never had a job. And that's my biggest flex. Me personally, I've never worked for anyone. Like I said, I keep repeating it, but I started doing nails at 16. So, you know, that's kind of the age you go get a job. But that kind of just how it worked out for me. Basically, what I'm saying is don't be afraid to have a regular job and have your business, because you're still gonna have that gray period from when you start your business, and a couple months later, you know, you might be making money from your business, but is it enough money for you to quit your job? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if that's enough money for you, then that would be smart. But at the end of the day, like I said, your job making you more money, then you should probably stick with that. But like I said, I guess it's a personal preference. I mean, if you're cool with the amount of money your business is making, then do that. But basically what I'm saying is don't get caught up in the social media hype of being your own boss and being an entrepreneur. It is cool, it's great, it's a blessing, but don't feel less of yourself and don't feel pressured to go start your own business just because. If you have a regular job and it's making you your money, get your money by any means, sis. So don't be stubborn and be one of them people that literally do not want to work for anybody because they want to work for themselves. But you have to realize sometimes you have to work for somebody to put yourself in a position to work for yourself. Another thing that I think is really important before you start a business, or when you're considering what type of business you want to get into, is to see if your business is realistic. Really take the time out and think if it's realistic money-wise. You need to be asking yourself, will your business provide you long-term stability, success, and income? Because if not, what you doing? I feel like some businesses are more temporary than others. For example, I do nails, so people always need their nails done. People will never not need their nails done. Okay, that's just how it is. Like, you know, people need their hair done. People need their toes done. Those are examples of long-term businesses. Like, you know, you will always make money from this business because people always need it done. Basically, I would recommend going with a business that's a necessity for people. If you really want to work for yourself long-term, you definitely need to go with something that is high in demand. Should I keep it on this one or should I stick with this one, y'all? I think I'm gonna change it to this one, y'all. I kind of like it way better. It makes me look a little more warm rather than ashy. We don't like that. I love this tip. I love this tip. I love me some of this tip, y'all. Do not trip over people not supporting you. Let me explain, y'all. When I tell you, when I started my business, first of all, I don't have no friends, and I didn't have any friends when I started my business. When I tell you, I had literally no support. Like, even my mom didn't support me. I'm not gonna say my mom didn't support me, not like in a bad way, but she just kind of didn't agree with me doing nails because, you know, I was 16 and, you know, you got to be licensed to do nails. So she was kind of iffy about it at first. Like, when I first started doing nails, she was iffy. Now she's fully supportive, but she was like, I don't know about that. So I was kind of just on my own when I first started doing nails, y'all. I did have one friend who let me practice on her. Shout out to her, because she's literally the reason I pretty much started doing nails, because she was the only person that really let me practice on her. And I practiced on the same girl and myself for months and months and months and months and months and months until I perfected my craft. And that's pretty much it. So I think a lot of people trip when they don't get support, because let me tell you something, even if you do have friends, I can confidently say this, most of my support comes from strangers, people I don't even know. I know them now because they become my clients and my friends, but I started off not knowing them. So you don't need support. You can do this junk by yourself. Me personally, it didn't bother me at all, because I'm like a very carefree person. I'm like, I don't care, because one thing about B, I knew I was gonna be good. It's just like, whatever, because trust me, there's people out there that will support you. It may not be the people you would expect. So now I'm just baking. I use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. I literally got this from the beauty supply store, y'all, and believe it or not, it works pretty good. So while I'm letting this powder marinate, I'm gonna go ahead and start my eyebrows. I'm not gonna do my eyebrows for y'all. I'm just gonna, you know, not gel them down. This is duo eyelash glue. I'm gonna just kind of do a little fluffy look, because honestly I feel like if I try to do my eyebrows, they're gonna come out worse than what they look right now, because they're just not done and they always come out looking extra thick. I might do a little something, I guess, but I feel like I shouldn't, because I feel like it's just not gonna go good for me. That was a terrible idea. Now I'm gonna have to go back in. All in all though, y'all, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. You want to make sure you're just being genuine and you're doing it because you actually want to do it. If not, you will not get far, because being an entrepreneur, having your own business is hard. Some days I want to throw in the towel and quit. So you really have to love what you do to get far in this industry. Just be your own person, y'all. Don't let social media and what you see going on around you brainwash you into thinking that having your own business is the only way to be your own boss. You can be your own boss in so many different ways. This is just one of them. Actually, they don't look bad. They definitely don't look bad. Could be 10 times worse. They look a little thick, like I mentioned they were gonna look, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. And now we're gonna move on to contouring, y'all. I'm booty hurt. When I used to contour, I had dropped the palette and it freaking broke, so I don't even know what I'm about to use now. It's too, oh no, oh no, oh no. No, 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 no. That is way too much. I didn't realize how pigmented this was. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. We gotta blend that thing out, y'all, because no. I really hope I touched on everything though, and I hope I've given y'all all the advice I could possibly give. Honestly, starting a business, there is a lot to it, but if you have the drive and you really want to be successful at what you do, you will be fine. You just have to grind, and like I said, it's very easy to get discouraged. You just have to remember your time will come. But alrighty guys, this is the finished makeup. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Please, please, please feel free to let me know if y'all want to see more videos like this, more sit down videos where I'm kind of just talking. Oh my gosh, I was thinking about starting like a business series, but I kind of just wanted to do this video and see how it does, and then I'll take it from there. But if that's something y'all would like me to do, please just let me know in the comments. With that being said, make sure you guys give this video a like, feel free to comment, and most importantly subscribe and turn your post notifications on so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Mwah.